You got a good sense of the guys. What was your feeling for how the guys came back into the facility today and got back to work?
We just came back ready to work. We're gonna learn from our mistakes, but we're gonna put that in the past and just not dwell on something where we messed up at. We just got to focus on the next game.
You mentioned Saturday night, the touchdown being a similar play to the one that you intercepted. Mm-hmm. Have you always been able to make those kind of adjustments in game like that, or is that something you've developed over time?
I've kind of always been able to do that because I'm a perfectionist. So if I know I did something wrong, I'll come back and fix it and know, okay, this mistake happened once, it's not going to happen again. So that was my mentality behind that play.
I asked Jordan a similar thing. The defense was put in a couple of bad situations on Saturday. Do you guys do anything to defend against getting on the offense? You know, it's a whole team concept. Do you need to remind yourselves at all to not get on them in a spot like that?
It's kind of natural not to bag on them or anything. Just keep everybody up. So we got to keep the energy up through the whole team and not like yell at them, say come on. We just go do our thing, let the coaches and let them handle their mistakes because they know more about their job than we do. So we're not in any position to be able to tell them what to do.
How do you think you guys have handled kind of those sudden change moments this year? You guys have gotten off the field in those positions quite a bit.
Yeah, we've done pretty well with that. It's, at the end of the day, it's a mentality. We come out there, okay, we're put in a bad situation. Oh, well, we got to hold them to a field goal or have a turnover. So that's our outlook on it, and we just have to be strong on that.
You gave up a drive at the beginning of the game, and then you kind of shut them down. What was the difference? How did you improve during the course of the game like that?
We just slowed the game down. We came out there, they tempoed us, and mentally we slowed the game down and just thinking we made all of our adjustments, told coaches what we saw. We saw everything they're giving us, what we saw on film, so we just had to dial in on that and just try to be perfect from here on out.
After seeing the game live, I always go back and watch the broadcast of it. And in the first quarter, they showed McElway and Brandon getting his nameplate put back on. They couldn't tackle him, but they grabbed his nameplate. Have you had any moments like that with him out here? Do you remember any time seeing him use his elusiveness?
All the time in practice, he loves to run. I remember fall camp, he was asking coaches to take the yellow jersey off him so he can be hitting us. And they let him do that, so he was able to show his abilities to us too.
That was his request to take the.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's the type of player he is. Always trying to be a dog out there and just run the ball as hard as he can and show what he can do.
He doesn't slide either.
Never. I've never seen him slide. He'll lower his shoulder before he slides.
Does that kind of surprise you that he's a bit of a power runner despite not being the biggest guy in the world?
No, it doesn't surprise me at all because I see the way he works in the weight room. He's always hyped up, always loud, always screaming. So that's his personality. Always trying to just be the best and always just being a dog.
I don't know how much film you've seen of him yet, but I know you know a lot of the guys at UCLA. Mm-hmm. What are your early impressions of their offense?
The offense, really good offense. Obviously have a really good coach, a lot of history. So we have to be perfect on that. Really good athletes. They get a lot of good recruits, so you don't know who. They have a lot of good backups. They probably have a lot of depth. So just seeing on film so far, they're really good athletes.
What films have you watched? You watched Washington and others as well?
So far, I've watched the game against Fresno State. I'm starting a little back, but haven't watched much yet. We've been trying to fix our mistakes from last game.
So you haven't watched Washington yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
What do you think of the Joe Roth uniforms?
Oh, I love them. This is the best week of the game, best week of season. With uniforms, being able to do something different, and I love the helmets. Yellow helmets look super clean.
Are you guys into that? I know for years Oregon had all the different jerseys and helmets and everything. As a player, are you cognizant of all the different uniforms and helmets and everything that guys have?
Not too much. Obviously, if people are coming to our place and they have a cool uniform, you'll acknowledge it. You'll be like, oh, that's cool, but that's not going to help you play at the end of the day, so you try not to focus on that. But it's always cool to have extra style points.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Does the coaching staff or anybody tell you guys anything about what the Joe Roth game means this week, or is that anything that you research as a player here?
Not yet. I've been too busy focusing on the game myself that I have to play. But they just say he was a really good legend here, really hardworking person, good character. So that was something to remember about him.
Thanks, Cam.
Thank you guys.
Okay.